What's up, guys?
Do that first.
Well, I'm in the hospital. Alright, what is up, guys? It's Bros. I'm here with my mom. We've been here for like
Couple hours.
4 hours. I've just been laying here. They jabbed this.
Long, foot long chest tube in there.
Yeah, it's right there. And it goes into my lung.
Starts down there and ends up there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be fun to take that one out.
No. But it really hurt. But I'm feeling better. But you guys are probably like, why did they shove this big lung cord into you? Well, the reason is because my lung collapsed today. I'm not sure why my lung collapsed. It just wanted to today.
They just said that it's because tall, skinny males are more apt to have a lung collapse.
Yeah.
Sporadically. It's called a sporadic lung collapse. Not for a reason. He's not sick.
It's just because I work out too much. But anyway,
Did you just stab him?
Yeah, and I'm gonna make it look super cool here. Walk, your turn. Dab.
You want me to dab?
Oh my. Alright, it has been a week. That is, I think if it's right about 1 right now. I think it's more like 2 or 3. That's exactly when it happened, last Saturday, but it's been an entire week, I think. It could be long. I think it's only a week, so, I'm feeling better. That is for sure. I still do have a patch right here for where the tube was, but I think I can take it off in the next couple days because they told me I can actually shower tomorrow, so I think that means that it is pretty much healed up. So that's the good news, and I'm pretty sure you guys are all really concerned and want to know what happened, and that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. So I'm not sure what it's called. I'll have my mom say it because she actually did a lot of research when it was happening, because when it happened when I was in the car, my dad thought I was having a heart attack. Thankfully that wasn't it, but I cannot find a quiet place in this house. But before I get into explaining any of this, I would just like to say thank you to first of all, my parents. The nurses I had were absolutely great. Like, if you saw in my Fortnite video that I posted in the hospital, halfway through the video, I think she comes in to just say like goodbye because she's leaving and stuff. She was probably one of my favorites. I think it was Amanda, or besides that, I had some great nurses, great doctors. The doctor I would have had to have do surgery, which thankfully I didn't, he actually had his sister pass away, and prayers go out to him because he was going to help me. But luckily he didn't have to, so thanks to him, thanks to all the nurses, thanks to my parents especially. My mom stayed all 4 or 5 days in the hospital and spent the night with me every night. Probably didn't get too much rest, spent most of her time taking videos of me while I was sleeping and taking videos of me when I was on too many meds, but I'm feeling better. It's the good part. And a lot of people came and visited me. Thank you to them. Thank you to all the people that actually reached out to me. It actually means a lot because I could have been in a worse situation, but alright, like I said, how it started is I was actually in the car going to a basketball game when I just had this random little like aching pain in my back. It was kind of in your back shoulder. Like it didn't hurt as bad as it started. Like I thought it was like cramp, so I like moved my arm around, and then it felt like I was getting stabbed like in the back, and that's when I knew like it was like 5 minutes, and I was just like trying to like get it to go away, and then it wouldn't go away, and I started to breathe funny. I think I was like coughing, like when I'd like move certain ways, I'd start coughing, and I was like taking really short breaths. Just my mom thought I had a panic attack.
Bruh.
Definitely wasn't a panic attack. Like, so we went to the nearest ER. We went over to Parma. They bring me in. We go to the ER. They give me, or they go put me on some meds. They hook me up to see if I was having any heart issues. Thankfully, I wasn't. Go in. They get X-rays, and when we get the X-ray back is when we notice the third of my lung is completely collapsed. And my entire right lung is fine, but maybe in the future it won't be fine, because people who have this have, if they don't have surgery, which I didn't have to do, and I'm happy I didn't have to do it, if they have surgery, I think it goes all the way down to like a 2% chance that they could get it again. But if you get it and it goes away, you have a 20% chance of getting it again, and if you get it the second time, it goes up to an 80% chance that you can get it the third time. So hopefully we don't have to deal with it for a couple years. But I had to get a chest tube right away. So they come in to give me a chest tube. There's like, I don't know, 8 doctors in the room or something. My mom's right here. They made me put my arm over my head. I still can't do it too well because of the hole that I have. But they make me go like this. I have my mom right here on this side of me, and then the doctor's over here. Basically what they did is they made like a little cut, and it's kind of funny because like he cut it the first time. They put me on some stuff through the IV, but like I was like, they thought I was gonna be like kind of like out of it. I remember the entire thing. Like I remember they cut me open, and then they went and like to put it in, and it was wasn't big enough, so we had to come in and cut it again, which I had no problem with the cutting. Like I could not feel it because they numbed the area. But what they did feel is they went to put the tube up, and basically, like my mom said in the meeting, it goes up like kind of past my back and into the back part of the lung up here in the top, because that's where it collapsed. So it's like the upper half. But once they put it in, like, yeah, you can't really move. So like I had to go to downtown in the hospital. It was like a 30-minute drive because they had the better doctors down there. Like I said, all the nurses down there, they were all great. I go to move in the go to the ER, and actually when they're like, the guy goes to pick me up and put me into the ambulance, and since I have a tube coming out of me, they had to hook it up to kind of like this container, almost like you see the babies with like the things like in the nose and they go around. It's like kind of like a box like thing that you carry around. It's supposed to like be like a water seal, so nothing like bad air could get in, otherwise like my lung would get infected. So, and we're going in, and the guy just drops it, like it was on my like little stretcher that I was on, and it like falls straight to the ground. Luckily the tube I had, like if like the tube was probably like this much shorter, it probably would have like yanked the tube like partially like out of me, and that would have been bad. But so we take the ambulance, we get there. It wasn't a fun ride because like I said, when you have the tube inside of you, like it rubs up against your rib cage and stuff, and like this, it does not feel good. They come in for the night, and they put me on suction. So basically what they did is they the tube that's coming out of me, they put it into the wall, and they like made it suction. I remember when they first started, like they put it on like really high to like show, and I was just like sitting here like just like trying not to like freak out, because like you could feel it pulling air out of you, because like this was the first time I was on suction, because there was so much air, like it was pulling so much air out. So basically what it was is they're pulling air out next to my lung, so my lung can completely fill back up and get rid of the excess air. So put me on suction. The next day, I think they took me off of it, and we did another x-ray to see if it had gotten better, and it had gotten better, and it was actually a lot better. It was only like, if it was this big, it was almost like that big, so that was good. And then, so they took me off suction to see if my lung would be okay to be on its own, and we got an x-ray the next day, and it went pretty much back to what it used to be. And that's when we got all really concerned that I was going to have surgery. Now, the surgery that they were going to have to do is because my lung was collapsed. There's these were the pockets of air that like was taking up where my lungs should be, called like blebs, and they're basically like these little bubbles full of air, and one popped. So like all this air had gotten out right here. Basically, in the surgery, what they would have to do is I wouldn't get like cut open in like this area at all. All the cutting would be like right here on my side, and they'd put like, I only had to get one tube, and that was for the suction, but if I would have had the surgery, I would have had 4. So I would have had a suction tube, a drainage tube for like excess blood and stuff, a camera tube, which they had to actually use to put the camera into my lung to see what they were working on, and then they'd have one more tube to do like the actual work on my lung. So, but basically what they were going to do is where the excess like air was going to be and where my lung was like kind of popped, is what they were going to do is they were going to staple that part of my lung off, and then pretty much like irritate my lung with like a chemical powder, so it would like kind of like burn and get like sticky, I guess, and like stick to my chest wall, so it like wouldn't happen again. And that's why there's only a 2% chance it will happen again if you have a chemical mechanical something surgery. But luckily we didn't have to do that. They put me on suction for 48 hours, and they took me off, waited 4 hours, and my lung had stayed the same, and that's good. So we waited a whole day with me out and not on suction at all, and like there was like the smallest little bit of it, and which was good. So we were fine with having just a slight little bit of my lung not there. And so we go to pull out the tube, which if you don't want to see it right now, I'd take your eyes off the screen. But basically they're telling me about how I'm gonna have to take out the tube, and they're counting me down, and because when they're taking out the stitches, that part of it's just brutal, so I'm not going to put that part in the video. But basically, they take out the stitches, and I'm like, it like hurts bad, like getting like stitches taken, because they didn't put me on. They put me on morphine, I think, for like they put me on morphine to take it out, but like they waited 2 hours after I got it, so it was starting to wear off. But they said I'd be fine anyway. So he takes out the stitches. That's what hurt the most, and like he had to unbandage it. So basically, I'm just like looking down. There's like this tube, like I see it going straight into my body, and that's just like an awkward thing to look at. And he goes, counts me down, and just pulls right out. And honestly, did not really hurt. What really hurt was putting it in and having it in there.
1, 2, 3, deep breath. No, it's gotta be bigger than that. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, deep breath, as deep as you can go. And then hold it. I'm gonna pull the tube, and I'm gonna say breathe. Yep, just like that.
Just try to really take a deep breath.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold. Okay, go. Breathe. Breathe.
Nice.
Because it'd like irritate you. I remember I actually got up to walk a couple times, probably like 4 times total with the tube in 3 days. I got up 4 times. Yeah, that sounds right. But he takes the tube out, and I'm feeling fine. Like once he took the tube out, I would have started to feel like I had felt the first time I had the attack, kind of, and my lung would have collapsed like almost instantly again. But my lung had stayed the same, so we waited 4 hours, got another x-ray, and my lung was still as it was, with like the slightest little bit, and they let me go home. So I went home Friday, Thursday night, I think. So if I was in the hospital Saturday through Thursday, that is 5 days, I believe.
The prophecy is true.
Yeah. So now I'm here. Not sure how I'm gonna edit this video because I have a ton of footage. I played Fortnite in the hospital, but that's pretty much what I had. Making this video to, like I said, inform you guys of the entire situation, because a lot of you are curious of what happened, and to help anyone who also will go through this, because it's not fun. If you do have to have surgery, good luck to you. I hope you do fine. You're gonna be fine, but anyone who else has had that problem, I'm sure you can agree with me through the chest tubes, and if you did have surgery, then you know how it feels, and it's not the best, but it's livable. So anyway, pretty sure that's gonna wrap up today's video. Pretty much just informational, telling you guys about what's going on, and if you happen to have this lung something, then I hope you do great. Peace.